Beep, 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 beep. Turn on your computer, dial up the web, download some information into your head. It's Dr. John and Delilah, they're having a great time. Data to do, it's simply true, we're the Sexperts.
And we're recording, and intro music, and hi there! Welcome to the Sexperts. I'm your host, Dr. John T. Alanese, SCPM.
And I'm Delilah Haydair, YMCA breakdance instructor.
That's right, and we are here outside of a Fish concert, and I know what you're thinking. No, not that Fish.
Yeah.
It's a concert where fish, the animals, actually sing. And it's really weird. Like, they have a giant tank on stage, and they have mics set up. There's a little bit of feedback in some of the mics, which they're fixing right now. We're at halftime right now at the Fish concert, but
yeah, and it's going to be headlined by a whale, which I'm excited about.
And not the Whalers.
Not the Whalers. Bob Marley and the Whale.
Just like Jonah and the Whale. We're getting off topic already. Listen.
A whale in dreads is pretty cool, though.
We are the Sexperts, and every week we come to you live with a different topic of the day to talk to you about sex, because we're just in a stifled American Western culture where nobody talks about sex but us.
Hey, there's not a lot of information sharing.
Right.
It's people hold on to the little bit that they have, and that's not going to make anyone better.
And the little that they have, sometimes it's just not factual. It's not based on facts.
Right. You don't just figure stuff out on your own. You've got to go research.
And we
study.
do the research for you.
Right.
You're welcome. You are welcome. And actually, speaking of...
you at home having good sex right now? Hey, you're welcome.
Do people have sex through our podcast?
I'm sure.
Oh, that's awesome.
It was on the Social Security website the other night. And for boys' names last year, Delilah broke the top 100. A lot of people naming their kids Delilah now.
But yeah, speaking of, I'm a numbers guy. You know, I'm a numbers guy. I like charts. I like graphs. I like numbers. Like research. So that's why.
If you're listening to this podcast and you don't know that about you, you're not really paying attention.
So that's why our topic of the day is a numeric one. The topic of the day is the number 68. You blow me, and I owe you one. See? Yeah. See,
man,
usually it's 69 where you're blowing each other, but this is 68. You blow me, and I owe you one. That one, you carry the one. See
that? That's more math than we've been dealing with since anal sex by the numbers.
Who was that, by the way? I hope she's still alive. All right, let's get to our guest. He's walking up right now. Hi there. Hello, guest of the week. Welcome.
Number nine. Hey, it's me, Johnny September.
Oh, hey, Johnny September.
Oh, in the month 9.
Oh, that is good. Is it the month 9? I thought that was October.
Everything's math, bro.
Oh, okay. Welcome, Johnny September. Why don't you tell our audience what you're all about?
Yes, Johnny September, full-time Beatle historian.
Wow.
Run a couple pop quiz shows. Street poet on the side. But full-time Beatle historian.
You're not going to pay. You're not going to pay all your bills as a Beatles historian.
Yeah. Do you make a salary? Like what? How do you do that?
Number 9. Number 9. No, I don't make a salary. I do it for love.
And I have a vocal tick there. You say number 9. What is that?
That's off a Beatles song.
He's not sure which one.
Yeah. Also, John Lennon was born October 9th.
Whoa.
So there's a lot of reference to the number 9.
10 9. 10 minus 9. Oh, you won.
Jesus. All right. Well,
they were actually bigger than Jesus.
They were. He got in trouble for saying that.
So talk to us about what it's like. What is your day-to-day like being a Beatles historian? Walk us through from the time you wake up until the time you take a shit.
Yes. Well, what I like to do is like to wake up to...
All 3 of those minutes.
I like to wake up to the Beatles song, Good Morning, Good Morning. I like to wake up, have some bran flakes, maybe roll a joint. Cut the filters off my cigarettes, check my email, look out the window, What
do you listen to while you're looking out the window?
Oh, when I look at the window, I like to listen to songs off Rubber Soul, off the Beatles album Rubber Soul.
Yeah.
Sometimes I like to listen to the White Album backwards, especially during the month of October.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Number 9, right?
Yes.
Number 9.
Yeah. Check my emails. Also have installed peepholes on my in my apartment, so I can look at my neighbors. So I check in on my neighbors. Write in my journal.
What do you listen to while you're looking at your apartment dwellers, friends?
The Talking Heads. When I'm peeping in on them. Yeah, I like to break it up a little bit.
Oh wow,
yeah.
That was going to be one of my questions. Is it can't be all Beatles all the time, right?
It's a lot of all Beatles all the time. Yeah, it's a lot. Well,
except for peeping on your neighbors.
Yeah. When I peep on my neighbors, I listen to the Talking Heads. Let's listen to a lot of solo Beatle albums. A lot of side projects.
Yeah. What's your favorite side project? What's your favorite Beatle? Do you like to do that? Let's do that.
Who?
You
said, what's your favorite Beatle?
Yeah. It'd be John Lennon. Come on. My name's Johnny. My name's Johnny September.
Oh.
John Lennon.
Yeah. Wait, was that what they called John Lennon? Johnny September?
No.
Oh.
Yoko called him that.
Yeah. They just called him.
it.
They just called him John Lennon. Yeah. But something people do like to know is, can you remember where you were when John Lennon was shot?
Do you?
I do.
Where were you?
I was in Catholic school. I was skipping Spanish 2, and I was in the stall, and I was writing on the stall. Call me to have a good time.
Or is there people in that door too?
There wasn't, but I wish there was.
It's called a glory hole.
Yeah, I wish there was, and I was there, and I heard over the loudspeaker, I was in a Catholic school, Monsignor Smith, and he said, the president's been shot. The president's been shot. And he said, no, back it up. And he said, John Lennon's been shot. And I just left. I just got on my bike and rode home. Skipped my paper out that day.
Didn't even pull up your pants?
Didn't even wipe. No.
God, that must have been brutal.
Never went back to school or cut my hair since that day.
Yeah, I noticed you have long hair.
Yeah, long.
One thing that's always confused me about the Beatles, maybe you can help me with this as a historian.
Yeah, he's an historian.
Why was John Lennon so big in Russia? Like, they named a city Leningrad. Mm-hmm. And pretty much I've read that pretty much every city in Russia has a statue of Lenin.
Yeah. Chew on that.
Yeah, well, that may be one for... That is deep, brother.
You stumped the historian.
You stumped the historian.
We should play a game, Stump the Historian.
Yes. Yeah.
Oh, speaking of stump, 68, the number 68. You blow me, I owe you one. I want to hear your perspective on this, Johnny September. Because the Beatles and 68...
Wait.
Yeah.
This reminds me.
What?
Were you the one that just released the information that John and Paul had jerked each other off? Was that you?
I had forgotten about that. That was fucking
That was
crazy.
some serious history, bro.
Yeah.
No, that leaked out from one of my quiz shows. I do have an arch nemesis. Robert October. That he shows up at all my quiz shows. He's a heckler. But
is he like really pretentious? Like, he insists on people calling him Bobby October, and you're like, your name's Robert.
Yeah.
He goes by Robtober.
Rocktober. Yeah.
Rocktober. He just skips on that whole Bert part.
He's Dwayne the Rocktober.
Some say that John Lennon may have been bisexual.
I wouldn't put it past that guy.
Yeah, and so
I don't know what that means.
From 1984 to 1985, I also experimented with bisexuality.
Oh, wow.
Because I wanted, as a Beatles historian, I wanted to be able to fully understand.
Yeah, know what John felt.
Yeah, know what he felt.
Yeah, digging the butt, digging the mouth. Yeah.
That was when you dated Julian Lennon, right?
That's when I dated Julian Lennon. Our relationship is now just on Twitter. I actually once did send him a tweet. He was at a restaurant somewhere in the Southeast, as all as I can remember. And he commented on nachos.
Was it a Perkins?
And I just blew up his Twitter. Tried to get in that, just message, comment, forward, nothing. I might have been blocked.
Ooh.
Yeah, let's get into some quiz stuff. Why don't you quiz us and see how much we know?
Sure. Who is Eleanor Rigby?
Oh, Eleanor Rigby. Well, it's from the song Eleanor Rigby, right? And is that a real person? Can you give us a hint?
You're supposed to answer not.
Okay, now I'll take a stab at it. So, Eleanor Rigby was probably the first hand job that John Lennon ever gave.
Correct.
All right, next. What do you...
just going to my notes.
A guest who brings notes is a guest who lives on in our hearts forever. Johnny September. All right, give one for Delilah.
Oh, Delilah.
Take a stab at this, Delilah. I know.
I'll throw him a softball here. What was the drummer's name of the Beatles?
What? Hold on. I got a hard one.
Lenny Kravitz.
Ooh, Delilah. What brand of cigarettes did George smoke?
Trick question.
Oh, yeah. Did he smoke?
He would hollow out cigarillos, cherry cigarillos, and stuff them full of tobacco that his parents had grown.
Is that true?
That is not true.
Oh, where'd you get that from, Delilah?
Rocktober.
Oh, Rocktober is just spreading fake news all over the place.
Listen, I'm a big Boneless Thursday fan. I can't help it if Rocktober's there doing Beatles trivia when I'm there.
Ooh, speaking of boneless, the number 68. You blow me, I owe you one. So that's one less boner. That was a good transition, I gotta say.
Didn't they have 69 number one songs? Wasn't that?
Yeah, how many number ones?
6 or 9.
60, I think 168 number one songs.
Jesus. Well, that's the number 68.
I know
that
their
sure is.
last concert, live concert, 1964, Shea Stadium.
Oh, wow.
I was there.
Hey, what'd you bring here? What is this? Our listeners can't see because it's a podcast. There's
it's a podcast only listened to by blind people.
I'm sure a lot of.
You just said our listeners can't see.
So I brought all the Beatles albums on a poster.
Oh wow!
Yeah.
Now is that all of them? Because it seems like there should be more.
Yeah. Where's Imagine?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
That's not a
9,
Beatles
10,
album. That would be
11,
a John
12,
Lennon
13,
album.
14,
I don't see anything by Wings up there.
Yeah.
20. There's 20 of them. I counted them.
There's nothing by Wings up there.
Yeah, well, Wings is Paul McCartney, and that's not a full Beatles album.
And where's Are You Gonna Go My Way?
But I mean,
Where's My Mama Said? Where's My Mama Said?
He's moving.
If you like, I can go into all the detail about all the people that are on the cover of this Beatle album and what they represent.
Well, we don't have a whole lot of time. Give us the cliff notes.
There must be like 68 people on that picture.
Oh, is this the one where Hitler was on it, but they took him out?
Yeah, and Howdy Doody's on there. Marilyn Monroe.
Oh,
Is Paul dead because they're all staring down at the garden?
Yeah,
and it's like a memorial.
Oh, and is Paul in there? Paul's not on there, right?
I am the walrus.
Paul's flying around on his wings.
By the way, they finally got the technical mishap all misconstrued or whatever. They fixed the technical error. God, I'm mushmouth.
Hey, that sounded just like their Fish song.
Well, let's listen now because they're starting again.
That's going to be in my head all day.
I like the. Can we call that Fish the drummer? Because he's got the beat. I got a neck cramp.
Lenny Kravitz. Fish.
Why would I have a neck cramp?
From 68.
Oh, there you go. Thank you. Good transition. Let's talk about the number 68. You blow me, I owe you one.
Was 1968 the year that they were on the Ed Sullivan Show?
Oh,
that kind of changed everything.
No, 60. I know it was in the month of February. We can double.
I was
63.
Legend has it I was conceived during a commercial break.
It was after JFK was shot. So he was shot in November of 62.
yeah.
And then the Beatles came.
I don't know. I didn't shoot him.
And the Beatles came to America, pretty much saving the fucking day.
Delilah, why'd you get so defensive? Like, thou dost protest too mucheth.
I'm just still kind of pissed off that.
Hey,
that Lenny Kravitz isn't the drummer of the Beatles.
Your whole life is a lie.
just because you never got the Beatles, you know.
I gotta say, do you only know the history like monthly? Is that your thing?
I remember in months because it was a lot easier because there's 12 of them, and because I have 10 digits on my hand,
and his name is one of the months.
Yeah, I remember everything in months.
Oh, you buried the lead. All right, let's do some more trivia. No, let's talk about you. All right, now listen.
Is there any love in your life?
Yeah, because I mean, girls love the Beatles, you know,
but they must hate Beatles stories,
right? Do you have trouble in your love life?
Have you ever gone home with a woman from trivia night?
Have you ever dated a woman named April?
Yes, no, maybe.
Maybe
is there love in my life? Love
Yeah.
Love comes and goes like a fall breeze.
What about your neighbors that you peep on?
My neighbors that I peep on, that got old. That's just part of my morning routine. But is there a love in my life? I have a couple women and maybe just one or two men.
Oh, because the bisexual thing.
Yeah, but I have a couple women, and they just kind of, come and go. We teach each other things. We explore our bodies.
What are their names? You want to?
Dr. John and I wrote a book once. Come and Go, the Sexperts Guide to Short-Term Relationships.
We're so good at those, We just thought we'd sharing our wealth of knowledge.
There's Roxanne. There's Susie Q.
Yeah.
There's Peggy Longlegs. Yeah. And then there's a PhD student up at NYU I'm just kind of toying with.
Jesus, I hope she's not listening.
That's probably the he, right?
She can't listen. Double meaning.
Man, what are your projects right now? So you're a historian. You're working on a book. You want to sell something.
Sidewalk poet.
Yeah, sidewalk poet. What are you doing? What are your projects?
Read us some poetry.
Yeah, I'm a sidewalk poet. What I do is, the town, neighborhood, or city I'm in, I just kind of zone in on maybe on a corner or a sidewalk that I feel could use some poetry.
Yeah,
and then I just plant myself there, and then I just spit rhymes.
Oh my god!
Just a little warning: if you see a group of rough-looking teenagers and me wearing our YMCA jackets.
Oh man,
breakdancing on some cardboard.
Yeah,
that block's taken.
Wait, what do you do now, Delilah?
I'm a. You know this. I'm a breakdance instructor at the YMCA, but we take our game outside.
Oh,
and we breakdance for the masses.
Yeah,
I'm all about creative form of expression with the body.
You ever breakdance to the Beatles?
Yeah.
Wow.
Imagine that.
Oh, imagine that.
We breakdance to Isn't She Lovely?
Yeah.
When I'm 64? When I'm 64.
Oh, 60, the number 68. That is our topic of the day. You blow me and I owe you one.
You sound like a movie character.
I was about to try to do Jeff Goldblum, but I couldn't possibly.
God, I'd love to do Jeff Goldblum.
I experienced my first orgasm during While My Guitar Gently Weeps.
While watching The Fly?
Yeah. Yeah. It was amazing. Yeah. She was my math tutor.
God, we got to do an episode on... I'm talking about other episodes we should do. Well, we still haven't gotten to the topic, but we should do one on, getting down with your teachers. Maybe it should be called that. Well, you've gotten down with a teacher. What should we call the episode?
Taught.
Okay, so it's like, the act of being taught, or like...
How about, like class clown? Ass clown.
Or... When the student's ready, the teacher appears.
Are you going into a poem right now?
Yeah. You know what? I'm a little bit erect.
You got Norwegian wood? Oh! Boom! I've been holding on that one for a long time.
There is something interesting. This happened in the month of May. But John and Yoko, I believe they were in Amsterdam. They just stayed in bed for peace. I'm not sure if they did number 68 or 69.
Oh.
But they just hung out in bed.
Oh.
And so I tried that.
For the longest time. Oh.
I tried that and I got fired from Home Depot, my first job.
All right. Let's get taking care of business. Let's take care
every
of business.
day.
Let's get to the topic of the day, which is the number 69. You blow me, and I owe you one.
68.
Oh, shit, but, oh my God. Do you see that crack in the glass? Oh, that crack is getting bigger in that tank. Oh, God. Oh, God. Oh, God, it just, it crashed. There's fish everywhere.
It's like a fish stage dive.
Fish everywhere. I'm sorry. We're going to have to evacuate. Don't get the recording equipment wet. Don't get it wet. Don't get it wet, Delilah.
Back up, angelfish.
All right. I'm so sorry, Johnny September. We do not have time to talk about the topic of the day, but you were very enlightening. Is there anything that you want to plug? Anything you want to put out there in the universe? Across the universe?
I would just say that if you've recently found church and marriage, give it up. Sundays are for listening to the Beatles.
Booyah. Well, that's it for the Sexperts. I'm your host, Dr. John T. Alanese, SCPM.
And I'm Delilah Haydair, and if you have any leftover boxes from moving, please drop them off at the local YMCA where your local breakdancers can turn them into art.
See you sex time.
Yep.
Da-da-to-do, it's simply true, we're the Sexperts.
That's our show. If you like what you heard and you think it was worth $1, join the official Sexperts fan club at patreon.com/Sexperts podcast. A special thanks to the Push Comedy Theater and all of our supporters. Bye-bye.